I'm Akulu Rami, the administrator of Project READ Farms. Project READ is a non-profit organization that teaches adults to read. It is located on Village Road, adjacent to Queens College. Project READ was started 17 years ago by the Rotary Club of East Nassau. Since then, we have become an independent body, and we registered with the Registry of Records, and it's an independent body. And we're allowed to raise funds, and this is what we do. This is how we get funds funded by getting donations from the public. We have approximately 100 students, and we use our flagship program is called the Law Back Way to Reading, which is a phonics-based program. And that's a one-on-one, usually one tutor to one student. Recently, however, we have been given a computer lab, which was donated to us by Sunshine Insurance Company, and they installed the lab and gave us some computers, and then other computers were donated as well. Everything has been donated to Project. Everything we have been donated, but we are grateful to Sunshine Insurance for that donation. And so we actually have a program which again was donated. The reading program was also donated by various persons because it's rather expensive, but it's very helpful. We call it CALS, it's a computer aided literacy solution, and it's an intervention. What the program does is it tests the students, tests them out and find out all the areas that are their weaknesses and strengths, and then after the testing is completed, which takes a couple of hours, so it's not a one-time sit-down thing, but once they've been tested out, it designs a program specifically for that student. So the student will come and he can sit to his computer, it's interactive, and learn to read, learn his sounds and whatnot, just like using a tutor. Whether with a tutor or not, they can sit and use the program, and anytime there's teacher time, meaning that there's a problem with the student, that the student isn't getting the information, then the tutor needs to intervene. But there's a guarantee on this program that if a student is really diligent and works for 10 hours, not at one time, but over a period of time, 10 hours, the student will move up a grade level, which is really, really good, which means that a person can really could learn faster. If you have to apply yourself, obviously, but this is helpful. Those persons who are ready to apply themselves, they're able to go faster. So it's good for the program. It's good for us, and it's good for the student. You don't have to stay as long in the program if you don't wish to. We still have to use the books. So we do both. We use the intervention, and we use the computers, and we use the Law Back Way to Reading. This program is really needed as most people know or perhaps have read Ralph Massey's essay called The Learning Crisis, which was published in 2009. Statistics on that relate to the BGCSE. I'm going to just talk about that, which is BGCSE. That's the exam that we take at the end of school period in grade 12. And the results from 2008, the English language results, showed that there were 44% of the persons who took the exam passed, and 56% either failed or were termed illiterate. 70% was termed illiterate. That, anyone hearing these statistics will know that that is a problem. We have 5,000 children leaving school per annum, and with 56%, which is more than half, obviously, not reading at their grade level. That obviously presents a problem, which we should really be concerned about, because we have, how do we move forward in the country with these persons? How do they get jobs? What are they going to do? I mean, education is basically the most important thing right now. It's not that you have to go to college or any of those things. People need to know how to read. For everything in our lives is about reading. Even with computers, you still need to be able to read. So Project Read can help persons like that who need to read, like those persons who came out of school. Some of them did not get their exam, didn't finish, they didn't pass. And it is assumed, and I mean, I could be wrong on this, I could be corrected on this, but most people who fail, for that number of persons to have failed the English, some of them probably were not reading properly, not reading the way they should, because why wouldn't you pass? That right there is that's very telling in my opinion. And I think too that more people probably, even though we have about 100, we usually vacillate between 100 and 120, even though we have that number, that's a small number compared to what we heard in school finished this year, that out of the 5,000 persons who left school, 3,000 were not reading at their grade level. So in the Bahamas, I am saying that there are many persons out there who need this service, and perhaps they don't know about it. So that could be a reason why they're not coming. But I just want everyone to know that if you do come, you will get help. If you stick with it, you will learn to read, and that will open up doors for you, like whatever kind of job they want to do. Doors will be open. They go and fill out an application form. If you travel into the U.S., you could fill out your own immigration document. You don't have to feel embarrassed or ask someone to do it, and then you really feel embarrassed because you don't want to ask anybody to do it. Getting a driver's license, there's a written part to the driver's license. You have to be able to read the questions and answer them. There's so many normal, everyday things. Going to the clinic and getting a medical, getting medicine from the doctor. You have to read instructions to know what to do for your children and yourself. So it is reading is fundamental. Everyone needs to know how to read. Everyone does not have to go to college or become the executive of any business, but everyone needs to know how to read. For instance, on the road signs. I mean, it's scary to think that there are so many persons out there driving, because most probably don't even have licenses, driving with no knowledge of what to do on the road. And perhaps that is contributing to accidents. So I think it would be a good idea. And also, Project Read needs donations, because we do not charge the students anything. It's free, but we have to buy the books. This is a regular business where we pay rent, pay for utilities, we buy the books, we do everything. The tutors, however, do it. They're volunteers, but everything else has to be bought. And so we need donations, and we appreciate all the persons who do donate, because we do have some annual donors. And but because right now we need computers, believe it or not. We do have used computers that were given to us, but they're at the point now where they need to be changed. And we are actually, every year, the auto skill program improves. It moves up a level. Technology works that way apparently. Yeah, things become more advanced, and the older computers that we have aren't able to. They're not able to use them on the one that's coming out in January. So we're right now at the point where we need to buy new computers. So we always need donations. As a matter of fact, just this week we actually got new books. Additional every year every couple of months we have to get books. So we need supplies as well. We just got Lawback reading books. So we need help always. And we also need tutors, by the way. We need people to come in and volunteer to help us as well. We're looking for people who can read well, who command of the English language, and don't mind helping. It takes about, if a person can commit for 18 months, that would be good. We train people we train in both programs, the Lawback reading and the other skills. We train people to become tutors. So it's not like you don't have to be a teacher, you don't have to have a college degree, but once you're able to read well, you could teach someone else.